So next is challenges due to interlink between law and morality. The two concepts of law and morality may be different for a lot of reasons, but the one thing that they have in common is that the two affect the way we live our lives. Both morality and law are ambiguous concepts without any definite meaning. Both of these notions have evolved with new ideas that emerge with time. Nowadays, it has appeared that the idea of morality has started to differ from one person to another. This means that morality in This means that morality in itself has become subjective. What may be morally incorrect for one could be morally correct for the other. So as what Kabuba said, that law is law is a formal rules that govern how we behave as a member of society. So a society without law, what will happen? Gubot, di ba? Walay balaod nga masunod. So, morality on the other hand is the ideas about right and wrong. It is the ideas about right and wrong. It is committing such an action. It is how you should act and treat other people. So let's say for example, being honest, treating other with respect, treating your teachers with respect, helping those in need, and unsa pa man, pagsunod sa balaod. So muna siya ang law and morality. So next is LGBTQ rights. There is a constant conflict within our society regarding the right of the LGBTQ community. Not everybody thinks that marriage, that same-sex marriage of being transgender is morally correct. However, this cannot take away from the fact that when you disallow same-sex marriage or refuse to give to this community rights that every citizen deserves, you are violating basic principles of the Indian Constitution such as the right to equality and the right to live with dignity enshrined in Article 14 and Article 21 respectively. So, in recent years, same-sex marriage has become more controversial topic on whether it's right or wrong. Pero klaro naman jud pod nga ang same-sex marriage is immoral. Meaning dili siya maayo and unnatural because God created God created and because God created man and woman to be faithful and produce children. Pero karon na may uban country nga kanang mudawat ra pod og or mo accept og same-sex marriage just like nilang Vice Ganda and ni Ayon. Diba dito sila nagpakasal sa Las Vegas. Wala diri sa Philippines kay legal ang same-sex marriage. Dili siya allowed. Pero mata sa uban ang mata sa uban jud dili jud siya kanang maayo. Kay mao lagi God created man and woman to be faithful and produce children. So mo na siya. Next is live-in relationships. Live-in relationships have often faced a lot of scrutiny from society. Despite it being legal, there are a lot of moral judgments that follow. The humble Supreme Court in the case of Eskashbu v. Kanyamal 2010 held that live-in relationships are legally recognized as domestic relationship and thereby protected under the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. It was observed that a live-in relationship comes within the ambit of right to life enshrined under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. Live-in relationships can continue to be scrutinized on a moral ground by certain people in India as much as one wants, but they are legal because law and morality are not equivalent to each other. So, live-in relationship. So, live-in relationships means that a couple who are in love with each other to stay together without getting married. So, naiuban ka ng parents or sa ubang mga kuan nga dili musugot nga mag-live-in sila with nga wala pay kasal. Especially kanang dili pa wala pa sa saktong edad and financially unstable. So, depende na pud na labi na sa karon nga generation or karon nga panahon nga murag lisod na jud. Ayaw ka ta. Tibong nagdalit. Ha? So next is abortion. The complexities around abortion are multifaceted. Some reasons why abortion is justified and legalized include the rights of a woman and the protection of a woman's health. Abortion, however, has always been considered morally incorrect because it is believed that it involves taking away the life of another, which at that particular stage is only a fetus. Unfortunately, women are shamed for taking this step, especially if the pregnancy is unwanted. Abortion in India has been legal under various circumstances for the last 50 years with the introduction of the Medical Termination of Pregnancy, or the MTP Act in 1971, and has seen amendment in the year 2021 as well. The legal battle has been won, but unfortunately the moral one is still ongoing. So, abortion. Abortion is one of the most highly debated issues in our country, 'di ba? So, when we talk about abortion, it is a procedure to end a pregnancy. So, I have a question. Do you think abortion is morally right? Dili. Ano man? Kay it is one of the greatest sin committed in this world is abortion. Ang fetus is a human being from the very beginning and has the right to live, 'di ba? However, some countries may accepting abortion because they have their own laws and rules, no matter if they believe it or not. Nay country pod nga nituo that abortion is a right and still legal. So naa ni siya sa Africa and China. Tungod pod na sa ilang culture and the differences and beliefs sa ilang lugar. So, they are concerns about the woman's health. Woman's right, especially the woman's health and rape victim, as it can be traumatizing to a woman to have the baby of a rapist. So, matod pa sa ilang gingon nga, woman's body, so it's her own individual choice. But depende man siguro na sa uban mga babae kay nay uban dili sila ganahan sa ilang pagkabuntis kay tungod basin sa kanang tungod apud sa kanang sa rape mao nang ilang ipa-abort. Pero ug napoy country nga kuan labi na sa Philippines dili jud na kanang illegal jud ng abortion. Na ganito'y giingon. So, mo na siya abortion. So, in conclusion, it is clear that law and morality have a long history, and it is believed that law is heavily influenced by morality. While that is true, it can also be observed that rules and regulations also a great impact on the moral standards that exist in society. For example, when voting rights were not given to women, the majority of people believed that it is morally incorrect to give women a voice due to multiple reasons. It is only when this voice took the form of a law that people slowly started accepting the agency of a woman, and their moral ideologies on the issue began to change. Law has a lot of power to change the way people view things and must be used as a right tool as opposed to morality. It is essential it is essential to understand that there isn't supposed to be a competition between these two concepts in terms of analyzing which is more productive for the welfare of the society, but for law and morality to walk hand in hand for evolution of the legal world in the most fruitful manner. So that's all. I hope you understand, and thank you for listening.